If you haven't seen what happened last year, check out my 88 playlist. What does 2K have in store for the 88-89 season? That and more in this video. Welcome to another video at Rewritten Rings. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe, it goes a long way. Today we look at the 1988-89 season. 2 years ago, Clyde Drexler moved to Washington and they became champions. Last year, Dominique Wilkins moved to Cleveland. Could he do the same this year for the Cavs? Were there any big moves in the 88 offseason? Find out later in this video. Right now we start with retirements. Junior Bridgman retired for the Bucks. Oh, he's one of the richest NBA players of all time, making his wealth after his years playing. Bill Walton also retired, and Mike Dunleavy Sr. Quinn Buckner retired too. So we have our expansion teams entering the league. You remember, the Miami Heat and Charlotte Hornets' inaugural season was 1988-89. Next we go to the lottery, with the Rockets have the Nets pick and can score big. The Knicks also have 2 lottery picks, theirs and the Jazz. The Denver Nuggets will get the 9th pick. The 8th pick goes to the Suns. The 7th pick goes to the Spurs. The 6th pick goes to the Hawks. They're looking to rebuild after losing Dominique Wilkins. The Heat get the 5th pick. The Hornets get the 4th pick. The Rockets get the 3rd pick. This is a team that was in the conference finals last year. Oh my god, that means the Knicks get the top 2 picks. Are you kidding me? There it is. 1 and 2 go to the New York Knicks. The Knicks also have the 11th pick, and the Celtics have 3 picks in the 1988 draft. Let's next head to the draft, with the Knicks have the top 2 picks. Who are they going to pick for number 1? Danny Manning goes number 1. Who are they now going to take as the number 2 draft pick? They draft Michael Williams, who in real life went in the 2nd round but was a great player. The Rockets select Mitch Richmond. Wow, the Knicks could have had Mitch Richmond. Dean Mason goes to Charlotte years before he really does. At number 5, the Miami Heat select John Starks. A lot of real life 2nd round players going in the 1st round in this world. Oh wow, Bill Laimbeer is being traded after 1 year in New York. The Knicks now have the 6th pick too. Who are they going to select? Charles Smith goes to New York years before he really does. With the 7th pick, the San Antonio Spurs select Dan Marley. And with the 8th pick, the Phoenix Suns select Andrew Lang. They almost had a shot at Dan Marley. Wow, Rick Smits goes to Denver instead of Indiana. At 10, the Celtics select Ronnie Cycli. Can he be the Chiefs' replacement they've been looking for years? At number 11, the New York Knicks select Rod Strickland. At 12, the Kings select Charles Shackelford. Start to skip some picks now, especially the unknown players. The Celtics select Hershey Hawkins at 13. Chris Morris goes to the Bulls at 14. The Portland Trailblazers select Tim Perry at 15. Looks like another trade. The Bulls are now trading Chris Morris for this pick. And at 16, they select Willie Anderson. And there's another trade. The Sonics are getting the 18th pick now, and they select Rex Chapman. Oh wow, another trade. The Hornets are trading for the 21st pick, giving up Ricky Green. And with that pick, they select Randolph Keys. The Lakers have the next pick, and they got Will Perdue. With the 23rd pick, the Dallas Mavericks select Kevin Edwards. So Ankles goes next to the Sixers. With the last pick of the 1st round, Brian Shaw goes to the Celtics. There are a few notable 2nd rounders: Vernon Maxwell, Harvey Grant, Avery Johnson, Steve Kerr, and Vinny Del Negro. Let's now see where the teams are midway through the season. The Sixers are at the top of the East once again, with their 2 big men, Barkley and Moses Malone. Wow, the Chicago Bulls are leading the Central. They look to have the same squad as last year. Can they stay there? Led by Patrick Ewing. Celtics are holding down a 3 seed. I believe Michael Cage is injured, so rookie Ronnie Cycli is starting at center. The Pacers have the 4th seed. Chris Mullin and Terry Cummings are still leading the way there. With the Pacers at 4th, it means our defending champions, the Washington Bullets, are at 5. Looks like they're missing their X-Man, Xavier McDaniel. That could be the reason. He was big in last year's playoffs. Well, the Hawks are in 6. Are they going to be able to stay there? Chuck Person is their leader with veteran leadership from our parish. Wow, that means Dominic Wilkins and David Robinson are in 7th with the Cavs. I was expecting more from them in year 2. The Bucks are holding on to the 8th spot, have yet to miss the playoffs led by Moncrief all these years. Now, who are outside looking in? The Knicks, who traded Bill Laimbeer, are 2 games out of the playoffs right now. Their rookies are starting Michael Williams and Danny Manning, along with Brad Daugherty. Next are the Pistons, and wow, I don't see Isaiah Thomas there. He must have left in the offseason. And then we have the Nets. Kelly Tribeca also left Detroit. Detroit is now in a rebuilding stage, just like the Nets are. I don't see either team making the playoffs with these lineups. And no surprise, our expansion Hornets are in last place. They do have Joe Barry Carroll for years helped the Kings make the playoffs. He won't be able to do it on his own. Let's look at the West now, where first place belongs to the Houston Rockets. Last year, this team was 1 game away from the finals. This year, I think they'll make it. They added rookie Mitch Richmond. While Seattle's in 2nd, they have Isaiah Thomas now starting over Kevin Johnson. The team was an 8 seed last year, and it looks like they're going to compete this year. Next, we have the Dallas Mavericks. I believe Derek Harper's injured, and they have Kevin Edwards, the rookie, starting. This is still a dangerous team with Aguirre and these young players. The Golden State Warriors are in 4th. I don't see Buck Williams there. He might be injured. Chris Morris is now starting for them, the rookie. Our West champs, the Lakers, are in 5th. They kicked Kareem to the curb for young Tim McCormick. Is their run at the top of the West over? Without Joe Barry Carroll, the Kings are still the 6th seed in the West. Charles Shackelford starts for them. Can Alvin Robertson make noise with this lineup? Somehow the Blazers are in the playoffs at the 7th seed. Their best player is Kevin Willis. They hold on to the seed by the end of the season. That leaves the Clippers at the 8th seed with Akeem and Craig Kellogg and Terry Porter. It doesn't make sense why this team is so bad. 2 games behind them are the Nuggets out of the playoffs right now. Alex English and Kiki Vandeweghe are still leading this team. Next are the Suns, who just can't win in this universe. Ron Harper's their best player. That probably answers a lot of questions. More surprising than the Clippers are the Jazz, who are 15 and 30. It looks like they have injuries again, as Scottie Pippen in his 2nd year is the best player. We have the San Antonio Spurs, who are now led by Mark Price and an aging George Gervin as a 2nd option. No surprise, the Heat are in last place in the West. They're a team of rejects led by John Drew. And yes, they were in the West in their 1st year. There are some key injuries at the halfway point. Some I mentioned, some I didn't earlier. Like the X-Man for the Bullets. And Buck Williams for the Warriors. Yes, Fat Lever still plays for the Blazers in this universe and he's injured. Mentioned Derek Harper earlier for the Mavericks. And there's all the injuries for the Jazz. Cartwright, Griffin, and Dantley. Remember Bill Laimbeer, he got traded to the Hawks. He's injured too. Not an injury, but a reality for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who's a free agent in this world at 41. Now look at the All-Star selections. We have John Stockton, Chris Mullin, Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Patrick Ewing, Clyde Drexler and Joe Dumars, Moses Malone, Dominique Wilkins, Terry Cummings, and Jeff Rulon and Sidney Moncrief. In the West, we have Johnson and Isaiah Thomas playing in the same conference. Len Bias, Karl Malone, Hakeem Olajuwon, Alvin Robertson, Alex English, James Worthy, Mark Aguirre, Buck Williams, and Ralph Sampson and Byron Scott for the Lakers. Was he ever an All-Star in real life? I'll have to check. And just like that, the season's over and we have a new MVP. Bias, who never played in the NBA because of tragedy, is our MVP in his 3rd year. Wow, he averaged an impressive double-double. Danny Manning is our Rookie of the Year with less impressive numbers, but nearly a double-double, probably still good enough for Rookie of the Year. John Williams wins 6th man. Hakeem Olajuwon wins Defensive Player of the Year. All-NBA first-team honors go to Magic Johnson, Alvin Robinson, Len Bias, Karl Malone, and Hakeem Olajuwon. The second team we have Chris Mullin, John Stockton, Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, and Patrick Ewing. 1989 was the first year of the 3rd team, and the players are Isaiah Thomas, Reggie Miller, James Worthy, Dominique Wilkins, and David Robinson. We're going to skip the defensive teams and go right to the rookies. Our rookies are Danny Manning, Chris Morris, Michael Williams, Ronnie Cycli, and John Stark. Skip the second team to make the video a little shorter. Let's check out the final standings. The Sixers finished in first place. It looks like Moses Malone is injured. That'll be tough for them. Wow, the Central goes to the Pacers with a 48-34 record. Our champion Bullets finish in third at 57-25. They're poised to repeat. The once dominant Celtics finish in fourth. 54-28, they still have a better record than the Pacers. Looks like they're missing Kenny Smith from their lineup. At fifth, we have the New York Knicks, who make the playoffs without Bill Laimbeer. Their two rookies are thriving in New York, Michael Williams and Danny Manning. Teamed with Joe Dumars and Brad Doherty, they're dangerous. At sixth, we have the Chicago Bulls. Looks like Patrick Ewing is injured. That's going to be tough for them. At seven, somehow the Bucks make the playoffs again. That's 6 straight years. Facing the Pacers, they might have a shot at the upset this year. They only finished 5 games behind them. And this is disappointing. The Cavs, with Dominique Wilkins and David Robinson, finish in 8th. I expected more from this group. As for the teams looking in from the outside, the Hawks are still rebuilding. At this point in their career, Parrish and Laimbeer are good role players, but not leaders. No surprise the Pistons are now rebuilding. And for the Nets, Reggie Miller is still too young to lead a team. Wow, the Hornets only won 8 games. In the West, the Rockets finished on top with the best record in the league at 61-21. Can they reach the finals this year? Number 2 seed Seattle Sonics at 55-27 will have something to say about that. They now feature both Kevin Johnson and Isaiah Thomas in their backcourt. The Mavericks finish in third at 59-23, but it looks like their leader Mark Aguirre is injured. Just like the Celtics in the East, the Lakers in the West finish in the fourth. Are they done dominating the West? The Golden State Warriors finish in 5th. That means for the 3rd straight year, the Warriors and Lakers will face in the playoffs. Can the Warriors finally beat them? Clippers climb to 6th, but with this roster, I would figure they were top 4. The Blazers somehow make the playoffs at 7. 4 of their 5 stars have a rate of higher than 80, I guess, so they're a good squad. Are they better than the Kings, who finished in 8th, with Dennis Johnson coming off the bench? According to 2K, they finished 3 games better. As for the teams looking in from the outside, the Nuggets missed the playoffs by 1 game. Probably because of an injury from Kiki, because I don't see him there. No surprise the Suns are still here. Although Reggie Lewis and Delphus Shrimp must have been injured at the break this year, they have a bright future. The Spurs finished next. No surprise there. They're rebuilding for sure. Need to add pieces to Mark Price. Scottie Pippen, the Jazz still only win 20 games. That's surprising. I figured they'd be better than that. That leaves the Miami Heat. Finished with 11 wins. Better than the Charlotte Hornets, at least. Let's finish with their injury report. Like I said, Kenny Smith is out for the Celtics. Larry Drew is out for the Cavs, but it looks like David Robinson is always still dealing with injury. And John Bagley. Oh man, Patrick Ewing is out for 6 weeks. Willie Anderson is hurt too. The Bullets lose Jeff Malone for the season. McDaniel is day-to-day. Spud Webb is out for the Bucks. Jeff Ruin is day-to-day. Moses Malone is out 1 to 2 weeks for the Sixers, and Joe Wilkins is hurt too. Short is hurt for the Warriors. LaSalle Thompson is out for the season for the Sonics, and Rex Chapman's out 4 to 6 weeks. Looks like Kiki was only day-to-day for the Nuggets. Aguirre and John Sandler are both out long for the Mavericks, and Derek Harper is playing hurt. Byron Scott is also out for the Lakers long term. Looks like Alvin Robinson is playing hurt for the Kings. Huck Person was out for the Hawks. Maybe they would have made the playoffs if he was healthy. That's the end of the video. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe. It goes a long way. Stay tuned for my first round of the 1989 playoffs coming soon. Until then, thanks for watching.